Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Lim. Today I am with Mr. Linus from Infosyte, and I am gonna interview Mr. Linus. And our topic is how certification influence your career. Okay, so I will prepare some question for Mr. Linus. Okay, first question: what is a certificate essential for career advancement?
Okay, hi Lim. Thank you for having me. First, let me introduce myself. I've been an IT trainer for more than 20 years. So let me share with you some points why I think certificate is essential, not only important, it's essential. It's just like when you want to drive a car, you need to have the license. Okay, so point number one is that this is a skill-based training and also certification. So when we say skill-based training, it's also recognized by the industry. So when I say industry, it means like people like Microsoft, Oracle, Veeam, VMware, Cisco, Huawei, all these are industry players, and they are very important because every companies, almost I would say every companies in this industry, they use either Linux, they use Microsoft, Windows servers. So when you are here to learn about certification training, you're actually learning how to manage those products which is already in the production. Very, very essential. So second point here is IT certification is also interviewer choice. Now when I say interviewer choice, it means that even myself, I'm also interviewer for many openings like engineers and IT trainers. Right now, my first thing when I look at their CV, the resume, is that I'll look for, do you have any certificate? All right, so that is actually one of my important criteria. So if I do that, I hope I understand that most industry interviewer, they will do the same thing. They will look for the certificate in your CV. So I find it is very essential. And third point here is something that I think everyone happy. Like when you have a comparing with a certificate and without a certificate, your promotion opportunity is better, higher than your other colleagues which doesn't have the certificate. Okay, and also salary increment. Okay, that's my 3 points.
Okay, thank you, Linus. So second question: what is your main priority as a trainer?
Okay, so again, as I mentioned, as a trainer for more than 20 years, my main priority is always the student. Okay, I'm like the position to bridge the industry, what they need, and also the students. Okay, and also the potential candidate for the companies. Example like to manage a server. So how do you manage a server? Okay, once you've given a job, how you manage a server, or maybe once you have given a job to manage the routers, the switches, how are you going to configure that, right? So my focus is always the skill-based. You need to not only to learn the theory, you also need to learn how to configure, to set up, build things, right? So this is actually my focus as a trainer. And also, as I mentioned before, I will also assist my student how to overcome the examinations, okay, those questions. All right, so to make sure that they understand and how to take exam, and to encourage them. Once they fail the exam, I'll encourage them how to overcome this. Okay, so those are my main points.
Okay, last question. So can you explain to us why Infosight is among the best IT training center in Malaysia?
Oh, I'm glad, Lim, you point out this very important question. Now, one of the main reasons I work here in Infosight is because our company's director, okay, the shareholder, he himself is also an IT trainer, okay, and he knows what student needs, and he knows what the trainer needs, okay? And in this company, Infosight, we have grown throughout the years, right? So from 3 trainers and today become 15 full-time trainers, okay? So I want to mention this point here, 15 full-time trainers, okay? So this is actually very hard to find in the industry where you have full-time trainers. There's such a IT skill trainers, there's a lot here. And also we are still growing. So just in case you guys are watching this, if you're interested, you can send us your resume. Okay, we're still looking for people. And also, as I mentioned, Infosight, we focus in skill base. Okay, and as I mentioned previously, we have lots of equipment here for the trainees and also for the trainer itself to learn and to practice. Okay, I encourage you to visit our training center. We have lots of equipments. Please visit our labs. Okay, switches, firewall, Wi-Fi equipments, servers, storages, you name it. We have all the equipment. Our company's director invested more than $500,000 of all these equipments. That makes us different compared with other players in the market.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Linus, for sharing, and let's hope Infosight have a brighter future.
All right, thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Okay.